Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me on Ask Pastor Sharon. This is an exciting day because I have a really good question. I can't wait to share it with you. So, we heard from a young lady by the name of Shauna, and I'm going to read you her question. She says, "My name is Shauna. I'm a 47-year-old divorcee. My children are grown, and I'm starting to date again. This is where the problem starts. You see, I'm sort of seeing my best friend's son. Yep, you guessed it. I'm starting to fall for him. We'll call him Charles just to protect the innocent. For the last few years, an interesting chemistry has developed between us. Recently, we decided to explore this connection to see if it was really real. Charles is 30. He's single. He's absolutely gorgeous. Did you hear me? Gorgeous. He's a successful corporate mogul who is financially secure. In addition, Charles is intelligent. He's very well spoken. He's funny and he's athletic. Charles is also showing a significant interest in developing our relationship and doesn't seem to mind that I'm an older woman. We talk on the phone, we send text messages, and yes, even a few emails. We've gone out a few times and talked only in the wee hours of the morning. I think this is the beginning of something wonderful. I am definitely interested. The problem, as you can imagine, is the fact that my best friend would kill me if she found out. Honestly, she would be absolutely mortified. Did I say mortified? I said mortified. Charles, on the other hand, is not concerned at all. He thinks we should just tell her. However, I love my best friend. We've been best friends for 16 years. And needless to say, I don't want to ruin our friendship, but also I don't want to miss out on another chance at love. Please help. Signed, Torn Between Two Loves." Wow, that's a very interesting question. Wow, where do we start? Okay, first of all, let's talk about you. You tell me you're 47 years old, you're a divorcee, so you've already been married. You've been married, you're divorced, and this is your second chance at love. You are best friends with his mother. 16 years? This is probably the same girlfriend that would sit with you in the midnight hours when you were going through your divorce, and she's comforting you, and you're eating bonbons and watching Netflix and all those kind of things, just comforting you through your pain. Why would you hide this from her? That's what I don't understand. If she's really your bestie and really someone that you can trust, why would you hide it? That's very interesting to me because best friends don't hide things from one another. So that's my first caveat to this. And the question I would ask, are you willing to throw it all away for a chance at love? You guys are not even in love yet, but you're talking about just a chance at love? You already know her. Best friends know each other. You said in your question, you said, yeah, she's going to be mortified. So because you know that's where she's at, why wouldn't you just go to her? Secondly, maybe you haven't considered Charles' side. He's 30 years old. Sounds like he's very successful. He's moving up in the company, probably educated. He hasn't started his life. Why would you, at 47, step in the middle of his life and change the trajectory of where he's going? Maybe he's never fallen in love. Maybe you're the first person. And maybe it's easy because he hasn't fallen in love. And because you have the experience, you know how we know how to do it. We know how to throw that hair just right. We know how to smile. We know how to use our eyes to do what we need to do to get his attention. Maybe he got sucked into your love. Maybe you're not his choice, but he's in a situation where it's just happened. He's also a millennial. You have to consider that. He's 30 years old, no children. Would you really take this opportunity to forfeit your best friend from having grandchildren? Because at 47, I doubt very seriously if you're going to start a family with him. That's big. That's very big. Because every mother that has a child and a son or a daughter, but would want them to have children. So your best friend would never have grandchildren. Do you ever think about that? Or are you just thinking about you right now? And I'm not mad at you. You know, we've got some friends, real life, real true friends, that this worked for them. You know, she's older than him. They met. They fell in love. I was actually the person to sort of put them together. But it worked for them. And they've been married for probably 20 years now, and it's good. But in this situation, It's different because there's another person involved. It's a person you call best friend. You say that you're falling for him. I say, don't fall at all. Stand up. Stand up and be a woman and talk to her. Because if she's your best friend, you could sit down, have conversation with her, and say, listen, I need to talk to you about something that's very serious. I'm finding myself having feelings for your son. But I love you enough, and I cherish our friendship enough that I'm not going to mess this up. But I'm asking, how do you feel about that? How would you feel if we actually dated? Or is this a deal breaker for you? See, that's what best friends do. We talk it out. We walk through these hard times of life, but above all, we're honest. Because it doesn't matter about the age. Like I said, I know people who have a significant age difference in the relationship work, but they were honest. It's the dishonesty in this that you would hide this because you don't want her to find out. Oh, wow, some months later or a year later to find out that you've been having a relationship with her son, but yet coming over having coffee with me. This is going to be problematic. So I would say to you, whoever you are that's torn between two loves, take yourself out of this scenario and look at it. Consider Charles. Consider the fact that he's young and he hasn't really had a chance at life. And you guys are on two separate stages of life. You're preparing for retirement. He's in the room playing video games. It's like we can bridge this together sometimes. And just because the person's mature and successful doesn't mean socially they're mature. 17 years is a long time. It's a big difference. Can it work? Sure. It's not up to me to tell you what to do with your life, but I just wanted to open up an opportunity for you to look at all sides. Because sometimes when we are so in love, we feel like it's all about us. But it really isn't, because there's two other players in this game. And I don't think you want to give up 16 years of friendship. It's hard to find a best friend, somebody that you have a confidant and talk to. It's very difficult to find someone in your life. And for 16 years, all at a chance that this might happen? Because have you considered, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't work? What if you date for a year or two and break up and he realizes you're not all that he thought you were? Then you've lost twice. You've lost him and you lost your best friend. So I would say to you, think about it. Consider all sides, not just your side, because there's a lot to be lost in this. Sure, there's some to be gained, but to me there's more to be lost if you do this without communicating with your best friend. So what do you think about it? Those of you watching me on Facebook and YouTube, what do you think? Send me a question. Do you think that it's disloyal to her by not telling her best friend? Is that disloyal? Does this relationship have a chance? What do you think? I want to hear from you. Subscribe. Hit the button and subscribe. But I like to hear from you, because I'm not the end all be all. I'm just a woman that loves to give good sound advice. But again, you may see it from a totally different perspective. Maybe this has happened to you. Maybe you are a player in this game. Maybe you know how the outcome. Maybe it was good for you, bad for you. I don't know. But let us know. Write a comment. Okay? So, torn between two loves? You don't have to be torn. You can make a decision. But I would say take yourself out of it, look at both sides, and see who's really going to benefit. Thank you so much. And remember, whatever you do, do it with class. See you next time.